Oh, this is one of my t-shirts. I forgot to say. Good morning. Yeah, I'm a Rasta for life. Yeah, it's one of my t-shirts. Hope you're having a wonderful Sunday, the beginning of the week. You hear my birdie? My lovely birdie. You know what? I leave this for Facebook. Just give me a minute. Oh God, now I found the same t-shirt as yesterday. So you know what? Hold on. Yeah. No, sir. Okay, that's better. Got the rest of woman. Let's wait. I had taken a shower, but I had put back on the same thing because you know you're in the house. You're not really look nobody. So I want to read Romans because I think it's applicable. So let's get to it because it's early in the morning. Where's my glasses? Yeah, it's applicable. Romans 1. And I feel that Romans 1 is very important because it gets right to the point. Right? It gets right to the point of what's up. And I like to read Romans 1 because I don't have to say much when I read it. It just goes there. So we're going to read Romans 1, and this is basically about Paul and his mission. Paul, a servant of Christ, Jesus the Christus, called to be an apostle and set apart for the gospel of the Almighty, the gospel he promised beforehand through his prophets in the Holy Scriptures regarding his Son, who, as to his human nature, was a descendant of David, and who, through the Spirit of holiness, was declared with power to be the Son of the Almighty by his resurrection from the dead. Jesus the Christus our Lord. Through him and for his name's sake we receive grace and apostleship to call people from among all the Gentiles to the obedience that comes from faith. And you also are among those who are called to belong to Iesus the Christos, to all in Rome who are loved by the Almighty and called to be saints. Grace and peace to you from the Almighty, our Father, and from the Lord, Iesus the Christos. First, I thank my Father through Iesus the Christos for all of you, because your faith is being reported all over the world. The Almighty, whom I serve with my whole heart in preaching the gospel of his Son, is my witness how constantly I remember you in my prayers at all times. And I pray that now at last, by the Almighty's will, the way may be open for me to come to you. I long to see you so that I may impart to you some spiritual gift to make you strong. That is, that you and I may be mutually encouraged by each other's faith. I do not want you to be unaware, brethren, that I planned many times to come to you, but have been prevented from doing so until now, in order that I might have a harvest amongst you, just as I have had among the other Gentiles. I am obligated both to Greeks and non-Greeks, both to the wise and the foolish. That is why I am so eager to preach the gospel also to you who are at Rome. I am not ashamed of the gospel, because it is the power of the Almighty for the salvation of everyone who believes. First for the Jew, then for the Gentile. For in the gospel, a righteousness from the Almighty is revealed, a righteousness that is by faith from first to last, just as it is written, the righteous will live by faith. The wrath of the Almighty is being revealed from Zion against all the godliness and wickedness of men and people who suppress the truth by their wickedness. Since what may be known about the Father is plain to them, for since the creation of the world, the Almighty's invisible qualities, his eternal power and divine nature have been clearly seen, being overstood from what has been made, so that men and people are without excuse. Let me read that one more time as I clear my throat. Hold on. Because most people don't get that concept, right? Most people do not comprehend what that means, right? They don't comprehend what that means. And what that means is everything you see on earth was invisible. It was never there before. Where's my birdie? Come see. What that means is his eternal power and divine nature have been clearly seen, being overstood from what has been made, so that men and people are without excuse. So when you see what has been made on this earth and you wonder who made it, you know already. So you are without any excuse because you don't know already who make the things them on earth. For although they knew the Almighty, they neither glorified him as God nor gave thanks to him. But their thinking became futile, and their foolish hearts were darkened. Although they claimed to be wise, they became fools and exchanged the glory of the immortal God for images made to look like mortal man, and birds and animals and reptiles. We know who those people are. We know who they are. Therefore, the Almighty gave them over in the sinful desires of their hearts to sexual impurity, for the degrading of their bodies with one another. They exchanged the truth of the Creator for a lie, and worshipped and served created things rather than the Creator, who is forever praised. Because of this, the Almighty gave them over to shameful lusts. Even their women exchanged natural relations for unnatural ones. In the same way, the men also abandoned natural relations with women and were inflamed with lust for one another. Men committed indecent acts with other men and received in themselves the due penalty for their perversion. Furthermore, since they did not think it worthwhile to retain the knowledge of the Almighty, He gave them over to a depraved mind. To do what ought not to be done. They have become filled with every kind of wickedness, evil, greed, and depravity. They are full of envy, murder, strife, deceit, and malice. They are gossips, slanderers, God-haters, insolent, arrogant, and boastful. They invent ways of doing evil. They disobey their parents. They are senseless, faithless, heartless, ruthless. Although they know God's righteous decree that those who do such things deserve death, they not only continue to do these very things, but also approve of those who practice them. Romans 1. Romans chapter 1. I love Romans chapter 1 because once you read Romans chapter 1, there's nothing more to be said. Have a wonderful Sunday. On I'm a Rasta for Life, the National Board of Comments. Remember to click and press the subscription and like button if you feel like. Have a good Sunday. Thanks for watching.